Hey guys, this is Muggs from Silver Warrior, and today I'm going to show you two really cool Town Hall 9 attacks. I think we're still learning about the Valkyrie, so I thought I'd show you one about a kind of a good base to go with the Go Vaho or something along the lines of that. Uh, we are facing a Chinese clan. We won. It's closer than it should have been, but um, a victory's a victory. So let's look at this first attack by Reven. All right, before I start the attack, I want to take a look at the base. I mean, obviously, it's not a great base. It's a typical like star form base, but this is a very good base to use Valkyries. I mean, even more than five. My general take on the Valkyries is they're 8 spots apiece, and I'm not an expert in these, but I feel like you should take 8 or at least 5, I guess. But if you're going to take some, you should take at least 5 because I feel like a couple of them just don't make that big of a difference. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they'd be good in certain spots, but this base seems like you could mass Valkyrie because they can get into the middle with one jump spell, and then they just be doing work, and then you could surgical hog the outside, which is kind of what he did anyway. So let's look at this attack. So he deploys his golems. Gets a nice funnel. Don't have to get a super wide funnel here because of the way the base is set up. One jump spell gets these 2 compartments plus the middle and the lure. So, I mean, it's a pretty easy base. And now that there's a hound in the CC, Valkyries are not going to touch it. So they can, destroy the entire base without having to worry about tanking a dragon. I see a lot of problems with the Valkyrie attacks. People deploy them when there's a dragon in the CC, and the dragon does half their health before, it's killed, if not more. So you got to be careful how you deploy those troops. 2 poison spells down help clear out the minions from the hound. So if you look at the base in the middle here, I don't think there's any Valkyries left. They've all been killed, which is fine. I think they did their job initially. He thought there might have been a giant bomb spot probably here, but it looks like they're going to be here and over here. So he surgical hogs the outside. Golems are alive. I mean, it's a pretty good attack. There goes the 1 trigger. And then here probably comes the 2nd trigger. Weird spot for the 2nd bomb. But very good attack. Very patient. Again, if you guys have seen him many times, I feel like the hog attacks, you got to be patient with how you deploy them, making sure you don't deploy too few or too many so they don't die if there is a double giant bomb that, makes a big bacon pile. So, good attack, and let's move on to the next one. I thought this was a really good attack. This is what happens when you have a good plan. Kant decided that he'd run it by a few people and got some suggestions from some people in the clan, and I really like the way he deployed his wizards here. And there's a few things I would probably say to do a little differently, but man, this is a really well executed attack. Even though it's not a max base, it is an anti 3-star base. It's not a terrible design. Um, yeah, so let's watch the attack. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of the 2 Valks. I'm not sure if that's just a lure to help kill the queen or what, but nice deployment of the golems. Drops 2 wizards on each of these storages because they have a lot more hit points, and drops a minion on this to help get it down. Probably not necessary because these wizards would have helped taking it out. When he dropped his EQ spells, this minion ends up dying, and I thought when I was watching this raid, the way his queen was, I would have dropped her a little higher maybe because she would have targeted these 2 defenses first, and then no way she'd walk up. She would walk into this and attack the elixir storage. But I thought she was going to attack this because these wizards end up dying, as you'll see. So this building out here is still alive. So she comes down and finishes off the mortar. And then right when I thought she was going to go down, she went in. So it was a good thing. Again, hound in the CC. the two Valkyries did live, so I guess I should, I was it was well deployed. All the troops went exactly where he wanted. So here comes his hogs. A couple here, a couple there, two or three on each point defense. No need for a heal, because one or two will die, and then they just move on to the next one and they group up. Here comes the next couple ones. Now this heal was off. It didn't really heal anything for 5 or 6 seconds, but it did end up healing all these hogs. He could either waited a half second on it or put it a little higher, but I don't think anything died, so it, not a big deal. Pop these two giant bombs right here. And then I think these backside hog deployed were a little early, but if he hadn't deployed them, he wouldn't have popped this bomb right here. So, I don't really have anything, but this is a really good attack, really well thought out and really well executed. Again, not the most difficult base, but it was a very good attack. Good job. We'll go fast forward here. And the 3-star. Yeah, so again, that's what happens when you have a good plan and you can bounce ideas off some other people. Let me see what this base is. Let's watch land here. So this is a pretty old base with some modifications, looks like. Creating a funnel here. The hound gets pulled out. This could be a problem, but good jump to the middle. I mean, you're guessing that the bombs are here and here. Double giant bombs. Just a quick idea here is that I would highly recommend not putting your double giant bombs near your queen, because everybody's going to try to kill the queen if you're using hogs. So it serves like it makes no sense, right? Like it makes no sense to do that, because you're going to end up killing the queen and triggering bombs all in one kill squad, and that's kind of counterproductive to what the bombs are supposed to do. So here come the hogs on the top. There's a weird bomb right there. And I guess there's one more bomb in here. There's one up there, and maybe there's only one here. I didn't see it. Here come the hogs. He's got one heal left and a poison. Yolam triggers a bomb. Yolam triggers another bomb. And then here comes the poison if he wants to use it. There it comes. Yep, so yeah, good attack. Not the best base design, but he had enough troops that he held back for cleanup. So the hogs are on the bottom, drop some wizards up top. Very patient. With the new 30-second timer, reduction, it does make it a little harder to use some of these hogs and stuff. You don't have as much time to make sure you lure the CC or kill the clan castle and so on and so forth. So anyways, guys, that's a couple attacks from our last war win number 217. I hope you like it. If you would like to see something in particular, let me know. Peace.